What's up, trainers? It's Moose Punk here, and today I'm bringing you a special preview of Pokemon Go Fest. Today it is Thursday, so I figured I'd get in the park early and kind of show you guys around. So right now I'm actually at the north side entrance, which is located by Berry Street and Lakeshore Drive. So if you guys are looking for parking, Belmont Harbor is actually a really good place to park. So then there's a little bridge here you have to cross underneath, and this is going to be the start of the park. So from the entrance, we've now started to make our way inside, and I do believe that all around behind me, what that guy was measuring out there, I do believe these are going to be like the entrance lounges. So each team, Valor, Mystic, Instinct, is going to have their own little lounge area, and then as you move further into the park, you're going to start getting into some of the habitats. So hopefully you can see behind me, there's a lot of these power generators being set up. And there's definitely a lot of these portable cell phone towers, which is really good news. We are now on the other side of the golf course, so we're at Diversey and Lakeshore Drive. Now that initial area just seemed like sort of the chill area, and you have to move out further this way to play to get towards the first habitat. So that's what we're trying to find, is the first habitat. So over here behind me is the other side of the golf course, and then right over here is the intersection of Diversey and Lakeshore Drive. So now we'll be moving further that way inwards to try and find the first habitat. Trainers, we have made it to the first habitat. So we've walked south enough now where we are currently at the jungle habitat. So I'll do a little bit of filming here just so you can see the jungle habitat a little closer up. So there you go, trainers. That is going to be the jungle habitat. Now I do imagine they set that up specifically for some awesome AR plus photos. So that is the jungle habitat. It's probably going to look a lot better once it's completed. As I mentioned, it's only Thursday, so we're here ahead of time just giving you guys a preview. Let's go on to the next habitat. Here with a special guest, Cacnea. Cacnea, how do you feel about Pokemon Go Fest this year? Said it's gonna be lit. Trainers, so now we are directly in the middle. We are at Fullerton Avenue and Cannon Drive. So this is directly half of the park, splitting it up. So on the other side, on the north side, what I'm calling it, north side from here, is gonna be the one entrance with the 3 trainer lounges, and then the north side is gonna have your jungle and desert habitat. And as we cross over, Fullerton on the other side, that's what I'm gonna call the south end at, and that's gonna be your Volcano, and I forget the other habitat. But as soon as we walk up to them, I'll give you guys an in-depth glance at it. Stay tuned. there you have it. So I do believe that is going to be the media lounge, although I'm not exactly sure. I did see sort of like a stage being set up there and some like really nice chairs, kind of like clear and silver stools. So those might be maybe for the presenters, maybe for Niantic or whatever announcements they're going to make. Maybe right here is where the announcements are going to take place, or maybe it's a combination of both, the media stage and the announcement stage. So not really sure what that is, but they are unloading a lot of Pokemon Go stuff there. So you saw like huge little clear cell phone things with the Tyranitar. I also did snoop out a Pikachu as well, I believe I saw a Vileplume even, which is sort of a weird Pokemon tap feature there. So basically what those are, they're these really big acrylic cell phones that are clear so that you'll be able to actually step inside of it and look like you're chilling there with the Pikachu. So it's gonna be almost like a real life AR plus photo. And this is probably an area you're gonna wanna stay far away from, unless you gotta go poo-poo. All right, so you guys are the next habitat, and wow, I can actually see it from here. So the next one is going to be the glacial habitat. Now, what you see behind me is the Volcanic habitat being set up. It looks like it's going to be an elaborate setup. On the trucks there, you saw the actual volcano pieces and a little bit of a crane, whatever that thing is called. So it's going to be a very tall structure, most likely. I also did see some soundboard stuff and lots of lights. So I do imagine, especially in the evening, it's going to be awesome here with lots of music, lots of lights. And so those are the 4 habitats that we're going to be encountering. Most likely there's going to be special stuff on each habitat, and you're going to be able to take some really amazing AR photos because they have really nice areas set up for that. So what we're going to do now is we've made it through all the major habitats. Now we're just going to go to the south side entrance and see what the south side entrance looks like. Now, something a little strange that I did notice here today is that pretty much a majority of the stops here, the Pokestops that were here, as you guys saw in my Lincoln Park Zoo Community Day event, they have pretty much disappeared off of the map. Now, I heard that the reason for this is those stops are going to be temporarily only available to people with the QR code. So this is how I imagine it working. When we all arrive in the park, when the event starts, we're going to scan that QR code, and that is going to unlock all these special Pokestops for us, because unlike last year, this time Pokemon Go Fest is all about that special research, and actually mythical research, because I believe that we're going to be unlocking the Celebi. And the way that I believe it's going to work is that people during the event will have to complete tasks within the park and complete them to get Celebi. Now, I do believe that the way it's going to be set up is that you can actually complete all the tasks that day and claim your Celebi that day. So depending on if you're going Saturday or Sunday, if you have a ticket, you will be able to claim Celebi in that way. Now, after Pokemon Go Fest concludes, I imagine that research is going to be opened up to the rest of the trainers. Just hopefully, it'll be a little bit more difficult to complete, not in one day, but maybe similar to the Mew research. So there you have it, trainers. Hope you really enjoyed that preview of Pokemon Go Fest. We are currently at Stockton and LaSalle Drive, so that is going to be your south entrance. So as I mentioned, both entrances are set up very similarly. It just depends on which habitat you're going to hit first. So if you're moving north to south, you're going to first hit the jungle habitat, then you're gonna hit the desert habitat, then the glacial, and then the volcanic, and reverse if you're walking the park the other way. But realistically, it shouldn't matter. Now, as I mentioned, it looks like all the cell phone towers are in place, and we should be getting some really good coverage. I'm also really excited to hear about that Wi-Fi coverage. In the event that maybe your cell phone doesn't work, you can connect to Wi-Fi. So that is very exciting. I mean, I would even be willing to pay for it if I can't log into the game. So it seems like everything is getting in place. The weather should be really good. We had some initial rain in the forecast, but I do believe that it's now changed, so it's gonna be just partly cloudy the whole day. So everything looks like it's gonna be an awesome, awesome event. See you there, trainers.